Hello, lovely people of YouTube. How are you today? And today we are making these cute pins, hair accessories, and with embroidery. I'm going to use this new packaging of crewels and this lovely, bigger embroidery floss set by Pony, and I'm going to use my embroidery hoop. I have some fabric, so without further ado, let's get started.
So I have taken these two black hair clips here and these open like this, and they are available in the market. You can buy as many as you want. I've taken just two over here. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to place them like so, and I'm going to mark around them so I get an outline of the shape of their of these clips. I'm going to use this black pencil so that the mark can go after we wash this, and then I'm going to set the pins aside. Now if you buy more than two pins, mark as many pins or as many shapes as you want. Here what I'm doing is I'm drawing a outer line to this so I can have some fabric to fold later and stitch or glue. So you can just, I'm just eyeballing it, but you can use a tape measure and draw very precise 1 millimeter or 2 millimeter line around this. Once that is done, I'm going to draw the embroidery design which I'm going to embroider on these clips. On this one I'm drawing these cute flowers, and on the other one I will draw some roses. Once that is done, I am going to place my bamboo hoop and tighten the fabric around it so that everything is very snug and it is easy to embroider. Always remember to tighten your fabric as good as you can so that it is very easy to embroider. For the loose fabric, it is difficult to embroider. Now I'm going to get my embroidery floss kit and pony crewels and select colors from this. So this kit comes with 100 of these embroidery flosses. Each have 6 plies and there are 50 colors, so 2 of each color. Each embroidery floss is about 7 meters. I'm going to take one of the colors from this and I'm going to thread it inside this needle. So for the first one, for the flower, I am going to select one color, and for the roses I'll select the other one. So let me get that and let me get these very new nice packaging of crewels, and let me pick out one needle from this. There is a very nice mechanism of getting these needles out. You just rotate this flap so that the hole in this case aligns with the needle, and just flip it so you get a needle in your hand. Very tiny needles. These are mostly all purpose needles, great for embroidery. I'm going to slide the hole back so that the needles won't fall, and I'm going to keep this aside. Now I am taking one of these colors. So let's pick out this very pretty bright red for the flowers, and let's also get a complementary red. These are all the available red options, red, maroon, those sorts of colors, but I think I like this red better, so let's pick out this one. I am taking about that much of the thread, snipping it off with our pony scissors. They are also in this new printed packaging. So once that is done, let me thread it into this needle. I'm just going to use 2 plies of this thread. And using a needle threader, I have threaded this thread inside the needle and tied a knot at one end. And let's start with the flowers. I am going to use satin stitch for doing the petals. We have learned satin stitch in one of the previous videos. If you want to check that out, please check the caption below this video, and I will be sure to link the video link in the caption. This is a very calming embroidery with very tiny satin stitches. As you can see, I have finished all the 3 petals here, and Let me finish the rest of the camera and come back and show you how am I going to do the central part of the flower. For the central part, I have picked this nice orangish yellow color. The shade is mentioned here. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to fill the center with similar satin stitch with the yellow color. Once that is done, I am going to tie a knot at the back, and this is how the first pin looks after all the three flowers are done. For the next pin, I'm going to do a rose. I have done a French knot in the middle, and then I'm just going to do some stitches around that French knot so the stitches look like rose. And once you do this French knot, we are going to take the needle out from very close to the French knot and go right across the French knot at the opposite, diametrically opposite point, and push it down. Now, while pulling it, I am going to try and circle around the central French knot so each stitch looks like a petal. So, once that is done, I'm going to pull the needle from the perpendicular point, as you can see, and then once again go diametrically opposite to it. Before pulling out entirely, I am going to pull the needle out and go diametrically opposite. This will create an entangled look of all the threads or all the petals, and they will look more and more like a rose. We are going to continue to do this until we get a bigger sized rose. We are going to make all the petals in such circles. I will do that off camera and show you how it looks. Now let's do the other rows, and in a very similar way I am going to do a central French knot first. This is the French knot, and then we are going to do the petals as we did for the first rows. Pulling the needle very close to the French knot, then taking it to diagonally opposite side, and before entirely pulling it through, I'm going to take the needle out from the 45-degree or perpendicular point to it and hold the loop through it so it circles around the central French knot. And we are going to continue to do this, so let me do that and show you how it's look when it's completely done. Now for the leaves, I am going to take this green thread. I've already threaded in this needle, and this thread is also from the same kit. I've already marked the stems and the leaves. I'm just going to give a central line to the leaves so I have something, a guide point to do all the leaves from. The technique with which I'm going to do this leaf is already done in a video where we did a embroidery pattern for a birthday. So if you go and watch that video, you will see the exact tutorial. But what I'm doing is I'm pulling the needle out from the central point and pushing it in through the middle line. So I've put it out from the top, center and middle line, and take it out just beside that top to the left of the leaf. Now I'm going back in the right side of the leaf exactly to the opposite side, and then I am coming back to the central line. I am going to repeat this pattern several times so that the leaf is complete. Once all the leaves are done, we are done with this particular clip. And now I'm going to remove this embroidery hoop and cut across the outer line. We have embroidered in the inner line, but we are cutting across the outer line, so we have something to fold to and hold the clip onto. Now I'm going to place the clip like so, open it, and fold the fabric inside this clip so that it holds tightly. Now I am using stitching to hold the clip. You can also use a super glue to just stick it on. Either ways, do not forget to keep a edge, otherwise there will be nothing to fold. Now what I'm going to do is, with this remaining thread, I'm going to do a straight stitch along the outer edge of this pin like so. I'm just putting the needle through that line. Remember not to pull it too tightly at this stage, otherwise this will coil up. We have to go all around the fabric, all around the pin here. Once that is done, I am going to place the clip in between this, fold the fabric, holding the clip. I am going to pull on to that thread very tightly so that the all the fabric winds around the clip and I'm able to secure it. Now I can do few stitches along the clip length to secure this in place like so. Even after doing all this, I recommend if you stitch it and place one more fabric over it so that it stays still. I'm going to do this off camera and then show you how it looks.
So here I have made both these pins. I hope you like the video. I hope you subscribe to our channel. Press the bell icon to get notified every time we post such cute videos. And please do share your creations with us. Tell us if you encounter some problems while making these. We will be more than happy to answer your questions. And I think that's it for today. Let me see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.